Yo! Yayo, yayo! Dreaming. Don't give it up, Lupe. Dreaming. Don't give it up, Zoro. Dreaming. Don't give it up, Nami. Dreaming. Don't give it up, give it up, give it up, give it up, give it up.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It is the Phil that plays, and today we are playing some One Piece. We're hopping on the sim to go over my Blue Doflamingo deck that I've been playing with a little bit of upgrades from set 4, and I want to show you what it's like, because honestly, this deck is still really good, really fun, and I don't feel like people are talking about Blue Doflamingo anymore. It's all about that green-purple Doflamingo, which, don't get me wrong, I have that deck built. I have the Alternate Leader. I love that deck, but this is still one of my favorite decks of all time. So, we all know what Blue Doflamingo does. We we fill our deck with 7 Warlords, which there haven't been any new Warlords introduced since set 2, when we got like maybe 3 or 4. The deck is 80% Warlords, and then we have a couple different tech options. Of course, everyone knows the leader, Doflamingo. When you throw 2 Dawn on him, when attacking, tap 1 Dawn to look at the top card of your deck. If it's a 7 Warlords card with a cost of 3 or less, you may play that card in rest mode. God, I wish this was an active mode, but I understand why they don't, because it would be absolutely busted. Nose itched, sorry. So, the cards in deck. 3 Mihawks. For a while, I wasn't playing Mihawk, but he's just, seeing him on, curve is amazing. And then being able to have 1 extra Dawn up to play. I don't know why my nose is itching so badly right now. Then to throw 1 Dawn onto attack for an additional 6k body. It's amazing. 4 copies of the 3-cost Doflamingo, because honestly, you need cards that rearrange the top cards of your deck. 100%. Plus, being a blocker, blockers are incredibly important in this format. Then we run 4 copies of the Bartholomew Kuma. No Pacifist engine. There was no room. I really wish I could have thrown like 3 Pacifistas in here, like the attacker ones, but really, there is no room. The deck has to run such a specific engine, and it's just, worst case, it's a 4K it's a 4-drop 5K blocker, or it's an attacker. And sometimes you can trick your opponent into thinking that you do have the Pacifistas in hand, so they might be a little hesitant to KO it right away. Then we have your Peronas, which is, in my opinion, one of the most important cards of the deck, because I tried dropping this down to 3, and I could see immediately that it was not going to work. So I put it back up to 4 copies. 4 Boas, because you need that card for drawing. You can draw a card on block or attacking as long as you have 5 or less cards in hand and you have 1 Dawn attached to her. She typically is always KO'd incredibly quickly. So you may not get the ability off, but it does make your opponent use resources to get rid of it. 4 of the 4-drop 6k Gecko Morias. You need them, especially with Whitebeard. And, sorry, my cat's demanding attention. They're great, especially if you get them off early. They are amazing. 4 Kaias for your 2k counters. 2 Kaidos from set 4. This is the big boss you play on curve if you go second. This card is amazing to get rid of 8-drop Kid, let's see, other big 8-drop boss monsters, and a 3-cost. So you can bounce your Perona back to your hand, your Doflamingos back to hand. I mean, like, it works great. 1 copy of the promo Trafalgar Law. This one is more of my little tech choice. But a lot of blue players are starting to run this card again, because with so many decks having so many cards in hand, being able to play a 6-drop 7k body, which essentially is a vanilla, but with the ability to make your opponent take a life if they have 6 or more cards in hand, is great. Then we have 2 copies of the promo Jinbei. I was running 3 for a while, but I think 2 is fine. It's still a great card into Law, into Katakuri, being able to bottom deck some of Law's pieces, and then the 3-drop 3-drop Perospero that you don't want to KO. And, of course, blockers of all sizes. Well, 3 costs or less. 4 Gecko Morias. These are incredibly important because they help you recycle cards like the 2-drop Mihawk counter. It's great. And then it also grabs Piranha. And then, of course, our events engine is 3 copies of 3,000 Worlds. Bottom decks a 5 cost or less. I think this card is amazing, but I couldn't justify giving it 4. Then we got, of course, we have the dreaded Red Rock, 4 copies, because card is amazing, even as a trigger. And then Dragon Twister, Demolishing Wind. Card is insane. It's a 4K boost, just like Love Mellow. And instead of drawing a card, if you have 3 or less cards at hand, you get to bottom deck a 1 cost, which can be a blocker. It can be a searcher. This goes great into Law. It goes great into a lot of decks that play 1 cost early on. Card is nuts. I love it. And its trigger is amazing too. Is a return up to 1/6 or less character to its owner's hand. It comes up way more than you think, and it's come up a lot. It come up a lot in my game. So we are going to try playing a couple games. See what you guys think of this upgraded Blue Doflamingo. Oh, but before that, I guess I should say the reason I think this card is amazing. This leader is really, really great into certain matchups. I'm not saying that Blue Croc is not good. Blue Croc is amazing. I love that deck. But Blue Dofi does something a Croc doesn't. I feel like Blue Croc goes for tall boards, while Blue Dofi goes for wide boards. You know, and against certain matchups, including Katakuri, which is Blue's probably worst matchup, Katakuri doesn't like wide boards. You need to apply aggression very early on, and sometimes don't be afraid to take life, because the less life you have, the less the less power they get out of 10-drop Big Mom. So let's play a game. Let's see what happens. Okay, looks like we have a Zoro match. Let me change this a little bit here. There we go. I don't like this hand, especially he chose to go second. Mulligan. That's not great either. You know what? We'll play Kaya. Trash 1 and trash 1. Just maybe hoping you get a Perona or a Doflamingo. Curly Dedan. I do not like Curly Dedan. I think that card needs to be limited to 1 or something, because card is busted. So the moves I can do here are, I could just go, you know, why not just try for a 7 Warlords. If not, I can just swing in 6k and save 2 for the Dragon Twister, which I think I'm going to do that. Swing 6k and 2 body and get at least a 2k counter or life. Works for me. I'll end turn. And just, Dofi's so fun. I would love there to be a couple more 7 Warlord cards that work with him. And the new Rainbow Luffy promo, like store champs or sealed events that they released, I saw they had a blue Mihawk, and I got super excited, but then I realized it was a 5 cost? I was hoping you play a 1 cost, good sir. You know, I think at the moment I will block. Maybe that wasn't the best option. I'm not gonna lie, this is not a great. Oh, you know what? I'll take that. And we have oh boy, let's just get rid of that. Like I said, Red Rock is great off trigger. Oh, you son of a... How dare you, sir? I'm gonna swing another 6k into body. Let's see if he will waste a 2k or take the life. Okay. I'm gonna play Moria to grab Bartholomew back from the drop. This will allow me at least to have a 1k counter, but at least prep a 5k body on board. That's upsetting. He's about to do flat fire. Nope, he's about to Vista. Oof, okay. That's upsetting. Because now he can swing 6k and 6k. No, wait, 5k and 6k. And I don't... Yeah. We'll combo out to 7. So here's the thing. you really need to see your searchers. Let's just try it. Yep, there we go. Hey. Surprisingly got that off. And we'll drop Akuma. So at least build up a little bit of defense. I don't like how big his hand is. I feel like he's been playing, like, he's played 4 cards, but he's been able to search off, like, 2. And then we have that. He's going to do something. He's going to play another Vista. He's going to Fire Fist. He's going to do something. Yeah. Fire Fist also should not be a card. Red being the aggressive color it is, it should not have as many cards that are just amazingly good with board clearing, because every other color has to pay so much extra for board clear, and red doesn't. Like, for yellow to clear something 5k or less, they have to trash a life, but red just gets to discard an event to KO 2 cards, 5k and a 4k. What insane value. We're just gonna get out of that one real quick. Can I please get a Perona? Or, like, something. I mean, a Mihawk's not awful, but using it on a Vista seems wrong. We are going to run that roulette wheel again. There we go. There we go. Next turn, I'm probably going to drop the Mihawk. So, get that, draw, play. Okay, I like this. I like this. Picasso. There we go. And play a Jinbei. Please, KO Jinbei so I can bottom deck something on your board with 3 cost or less. Because, yeah, the next, I leave 2 open for a Dragon Twister, so if he does play a Searcher, I can bottom deck it, or he plays like a 1-drop Nami, or a... What are you doing? Oh, shit. Okay, Marshall D. Teach. Interesting. He's running Whitebeard Pirates. There is the boy, KOing that. Card has become a lot more manageable. I used to hate this card. I think I hate this one slightly less than Blocker, but because this one is still at 4 copies, it's wait, what are you doing? Why would you play that? Now this feels awful because I don't want to waste my Dragon Twister on it. I do want to use that though. Bottom deck is Vista. Oh my god, that's amazing. Now we do that. Bottom deck his Marco, and now we ride. We will swing 5k into lead. The thing with red, you always have to worry about, and this is something that I should have mentioned, you really never want to get to 2 life because of cards that exist, like the blocker rush, the rush Luffy that negates block. That is such a dumb card, should not exist. I forgot to throw that on my recent video talking about cards that I think should be banned or limited. That card is insane. Let's just throw a 5drop 6k attacker that has rush, and then throw 2 Dawn on it, make him an 8k, and make it unblockable. So you have to combo out of it. And then just say, throw all 5 on there, now he's at 11k, can't be blocked. That's insane to me. Rush just feels weird in this game because it just feels like it's probably one of the better abilities in this game, if not the best. Oh. Uh-oh. Yeah, he's gonna play a Vista or something, or... Yep, there it goes. Oh, he's not gonna play the Luffy. he can attack for... Kind of hate that I don't have counter power. Okay. Well, we're gonna bottom deck that because I'm not a fan. What I think I'm gonna do here is swing 5k lead. $5k lead. I mean, yeah, you can either... He's gonna have to take the... Really? Okay, so he's going to take the the Mihawk hit. Okay. Then we'll play Boa, and we'll leave 2 up for Dragon Twister. So he's gonna have to dedicate resource to get rid of Boa. Did he at any point grab a Luffy? No, he draw. Yeah, that makes sense. KO a cost of a card with a cost of 6k or less for 4. Don't pay any additional energy because Red can't afford that, and you can still play the Luffy and make it a 7k body. I think if we can just not take a hit and we don't lose any more characters this turn, we could swing in for game next turn. Sorry, my nose is just... I'm not picking, I'm flicking it. Come on. And also, anybody that's like saying blue's ridiculously overpowered for having so many cards at bottom deck, well, in a meta where red can play way too many good things for too cheap, blue deserves something nice too. But also, yellow is the devil. Huh. No. He's got 5. He could play Luffy right now. Or he's gonna play Blocker Marco. Yep, this is where we win. Because we just Red Rock, bottom it. And... Here we go. So we'll go 7k. So we can drop. Okay. $7k. Because if he has to use guard point. Okay. There we go. That's a win. I always try to say GG to my opponents unless they leave really quickly. So that was into Zoro. Rough start, but it picked up the pace. It picked up the pace near the end and was able to scope out a win. Let's see if we can get one more opponent. One more opponent with a deck that's just relevant. Oh. You know what? Yeah, give it to me. I want to do this. Yes! This hand is amazing. Okay, so unless we get screwed on our... No, not awful. Let's draw that. Actually, no. We'll wait to draw that. Let's draw that. Play that. Draw that. Play that. Draw that. If we want to. Yeah, we'll do that. I just love Doflamingo. He's such a fun leader. I don't watch One Piece all that much, and I know he's a villain. But, like, I don't know, his playstyle is so much fun to me. Alright, now, Nami, this is what we do here. We swing 7k into lead, tap reveal, play Jinbei, which in this matchup, Jinbei's not going to do all that much, and obviously she was going to counter out of it. That is understandable. It is Nami. Nami is such a... Nami's also such a fun deck because you don't really... I don't know, it's just funny. You don't do much. Nami just kind of plays the game with itself. Okay. Then... the next... let's try another 7K. And now that I'm realizing, I think the whole thing with Nami is like you want to swing 5Ks because that just makes them waste a lot of cards in their hand. Okay. Neat. Swing. Play another 5K body. They're going to have to deal with. Alright, down to 34, down to 36. Okay. You know, I can also play cards for my deck and get my deck count fairly low, so... it's cool. Okay, God, I really don't want to give up Jinbei? No. Okay, now down to 31 cards. We haven't taken a life yet. We are up to 7. So, now we play our blocker. And this is where we go in. Play, draw, play, draw, play. Okay. Probably not even going to go through that whole thing either because, you know, reasons, obviously. Let's swing 5K to lead. A buddy of mine at my locals was running Nami for a while, and he was actually doing really well with it. It's just, against certain matchups, it just, like the hyper aggro decks, you know, are the worst thing to play against Nami. Because, there we go. Let's grab Boa back. Alright, hey, took a life. Okay. What do you mean, like, Nami needs a little time to do all her stuff, and hyper aggressive decks just blow right through that. Let's not do that. Stop trying to go after... wait, oh, man, I actually could have let that go through. I forgot that Boodle is a blocker. Well, you know, that's fine and all. Who needs blockers? Blocker. So bottom deck that. And then we'll go 6K. Draw 2, trash 1. Okay, cool. How does this one do if Nami... oh yeah, it bounced my card. Okay, that's fine. Swing 7. There we go. And that just... Dovi holds, like, provides so much value to the player. Like, you're swinging 7K into, which is already, like, lethal damage. Like, you know, it's the magic number, or at least it was the magic number. And then you play a 5K body that your opponent has to deal with. It's awesome. Aha, 3,000 worlds. Can't touch any of my boys. They're all 4 cost. So, like, you're hitting for good damage while building a board. Your opponent has to either waste resources to clear that board, or they have to waste attacks to clear a board. The problem is you have to know when and when not to protect your cards. That's the big thing. Sometimes if you overprotect, you just waste resources. And that's something I still have to worry about. Hey... no bueno, sir. Oh, man. 20 cards? Oh, dang. They getting low. They getting hella low. Okay. Okay. Well, we'll just bottom deck that because we don't want to see that anymore. Swing 5K into bodies. That's fine. Take that. Can I help you? Swing 6K unless you got something to, there we go, got nothing. And Mihawk is such an important card for this deck now. Sir, can I help you? Buddy. He just wants to sit in the computer chair over there. Let's say no. Oh man, 3 blockers now? Oh man, this would be great for a Kaido moment. Do I have anything cool in here? Not really. Let's drop one of these. Grab a Perona. Play the Perona. Play that. Do that. Play, drop, play. There we go. Swing 6K. You see, when you build a wide board against Nami, it can't do anything. It doesn't have that much great removal. Yeah, Nojiko is great, but then it's just a body on board. It does nothing after that. Swing again. There's no way he's going to be able to get rid of 18 cards. He's only got 1 card in hand. I mean, this game's done. Make that 16 cards. Swing, play, replace the Perona. Now I have a 6K body on board. And then clearing the last blocker. All right. I have 6 attackers next turn. 5K and up. What did I tell you about trying to destroy my things? Step it. Okay, down to 13. That'd be really cool, though, if they actually won. Not gonna lie. The Zeph, okay. Oh, man, hold on. Why'd you get rid of Akaya? Oh, no. Kaya. Oh, my God, is it another Kaya? No, it's not. Yeah, victory. Oh, that was close. Oh, I was going to say good game. That was close. Well, dang. That was cool. So, once again, this is the Doflamingo deck that I am currently running. I'm having a lot of fun with it. I've beaten quite a couple Whitebeards with it. The green-purple Dofi matchup's a little weird. Red is hard is hard as expected, and then Law is surprisingly good. You know, with all the bottom decking you can do. Yellow once again is that hard matchup, but having a wider board can make the matchup a lot better. So yeah, I'm having a lot of fun with this deck. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, and I will see you guys on the next video. Take care, guys.
Here's how the story goes. We find out by the treasure in the grand line. There's no doubt. The pirate whose eye is on it, he'll sing. I'll be king of the pirates. I'm gonna be king. His name is Luffy. That's Monkey D. Luffy. King of the